but we're essentially there.
Oh, I see how it goes. So now, okay. So now if I switch over,
Look, I still have all the original conversations, word for word. We can go, but we can really dive deep if we wanted to. I just rather spend my time on
It's a bunch of fuckery in those conversations.
income producing opportunities, but we could dig back into it if we needed to.
I didn't
I've got the first
I didn't
two.
catch on.
I've got the
to what
first
his-
two narrated.
Well, the game, I did not catch on to.
okay. So when I share my screen, it does this where it puts us beside. Let me see if I can hear this.
Why
Okay,
you,
so when I share my screen, it does this where it puts us
why do you
beside.
have Adele on the screen?
Dude, check this out.
Footprint in rock.
Look at this. Okay, so this footprint, look how big it is. And look. So when you step in mud, right?
Yeah.
And then you lift your foot, you have those, you know what I'm talking about, where the mud like kind of flips up.
Yeah.
This would be incredibly difficult to fake, I feel like. How crazy is that?
That's a footprint?
That's a footprint the size of a
Why don't I see that one live? Oh, here we are. Okay.
middle-aged white American.
God dang.
I know she's singing in front of it. I don't know what.
Oh,
Middle-aged.
shit.
Dude, check it out, dude. I think this stuff's like interesting.
All right, so let's see. So that's probably dead.
Where else are we on Twitch? Where's everybody
I've been
gonna
doing
be?
some serious
You're not on. You were not live. yet.
freaking mining.
No, we are live. We are live. We're fully live. This is on the internet.
Awesome. Steve. Dan.
Is there anybody even in here on YouTube?
There's 3 on YouTube.
Dang. Brad, you really bring the milkshake to the yard. How
You
did you say
know?
that? Your milkshake brings all the boys to the yard.
So where does it show? Oh, 5 watching. Okay.
Searching for a simple way to protect passwords and privilege.
But it gets rid of that when you shrink
So what
it down.
happens if they don't click? They can't talk. Do you know?
You know, I don't know. I didn't set up Rose. I don't know who did. Rose just appeared.
I know who set it up.
Who set it up?
I think when you talk
Who would do such a thing?
to Gambler.
Kaiser, what's happening, my dude?
I love that guy. What's up, dude?
Zach, okay. Zach's in Covington, man. You got to come do lunch with us. You got to do lunch with us. Okay, Sean, take a look at this. Okay. So a 400 million year old hammer is in coal, right? So then that changes every single thing that we think about of the human history.
Mm-hmm.
What reason, unless we don't know how coal is made, right?
Wait, so say that again?
Okay, so they found a hammer that's made of iron embedded in coal.
Wow.
Yeah.
So why doesn't it used to show us live on Twitch when I go to Twitch? Are we live on Twitch too? Or no? Brad, are we live on Twitch?
We are live. Actually, let me check Twitch.
Oh, let's see. Maybe I gotta click on this. Oh yeah, we're live. So we have 3 on Twitch. Mike just might not be a busy. Might not be a busy.
Markup above cost.
Okay, I'm gonna stop this because nobody cares about 400 million year old hammers but me, I guess.
No, I care about it a lot.
Thank you, dude. You know?
I'd say my care level is pretty low.
You don't have to tell him that though, Jordan.
Well, I want to be honest, you know.
That's true.
That's the only way I feel like we could
Maybe
build
all
up.
the people on Facebook, or maybe there's just
Dude,
nobody
Zach,
here.
I don't know, man. I don't know aliens or not, or all this stuff coming out with the CIA saying, "Oh, there's aliens and they're among us." Dude, I have no idea.
Dude, you know what I saw? I saw a post on Facebook earlier, I think maybe yesterday, and it said, "What if all UFOs are just billionaires from another planet?"
I mean, I guess so. If
Makes you think.
if you think about like ants, owner of like ants, like, dude, I saw a human today.
Dude, have you ever seen that exercise where they pour the what is it, like solder into an ant?
Yeah,
farm?
the silver. They don't
Silver.
put silver into it.
Yeah.
There's like 300 billion ants.
No
are
kidding,
pissed.
bro. No kidding. Shouldn't mark up.
Kaiser, yeah, dude, I like the out of place artifacts in history. I just like conspiracy theories in general. It's just like my thing. I think it's healthier to think every bush is a bear than to think every bear is a bush. So like, yeah, you got a conspiracy theory? Yeah, bring it on. I want to hear it. I love that stuff.
David Cho went down to the Congo to try to find Bigfoot.
Did you find
Yeah.
him?
No, he never found him. He found the pygmy people. He's walking around in circles and was about to die. And the pygmy people, he looked up and he saw one of those little pygmy people 200 feet up in a tree, and they came down and they took him into their community and helped him out.
How long was he there for?
He was there for a while, but he had a guide, and the guide got lost too, and they were walking around in circles, dude, in the middle of the Congo.
What a crazy story.
Snap.
I mean, if I didn't know you, I'd think that story would be bullshit. Who goes to the Congo and he gets lost?
Could you imagine getting to that point where you both have to be honest and say we're lost in the Congo?
Yeah, I mean, at that point, you pretty much just panic and be like,
Start breathing heavy.
yeah, you know you're screwed. It's kind of like being in the middle of the ocean at that point.
Yeah.
People
Who else we got? Is anybody else? Is Gambler on here? Is Corneliu? I don't see him.
Bigfoot's naturally blurry. Yeah, dude. I mean, I got a camera that can zoom into the moon, bro. I don't know why we can't get a good picture of Bigfoot.
So I know that Jarrett had a bunch of questions that he pre-did for the AMA, and let's find those and we can.
I just sent them to Brad. If you want, I'll
Oh, you
slide
did?
them to you.
Okay,
All right, so how many people we got here?
10, 6 on Twitch, and 11
11.
on YouTube, and
Yeah, 11. We'll wait a few more minutes before we'll get started with all the questions to make sure everyone gets it, because some people come in late and they ask us the second time, which is cool.
Dude, we got to text more, bro. Look here. Look at this.
I don't text people a lot now. I'm not a big texter anymore.
You didn't have to tell me that.
I'm just not that big of a texter.
Yeah, I have 311 unread messages.
Well, I already know you're a selective texter.
Dude, I'm such
He
bad.
looks
I'm
at
like,
it. If he likes what it says, then he texts you back, and if he doesn't,
yeah,
then he
dude,
ignores it.
because it's
And
kind
then
of
he
like,
says you got to call me.
yeah. Well, I like talking on the phone better. If you really want to get a hold of me, you just call me.
Dude, you do. You answer the phone every single time.
Well, I just won't answer messages because you kind of like once you accept the message and respond to it, then you're obligated to it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, somebody just calls me and said, "Hey, Brad, can I borrow your truck to help me move?" And I'll say, "Yeah, sure, why not?" But if you text me, I'll probably just ignore it.
Yeah. Oh, we know. All right, so we have 15 on YouTube, we have 13 on Facebook, and we have 5 on Twitch. So
Yeah.
maybe we just get started now. What's happening, everybody? And welcome to what is today, the 27th?
27th, right?
yes.
Yeah.
7:27 AMA. So I think, thank you, Jared, for preparing some questions for us today, and we'll just jump right into them and just keep the questions coming if we don't answer them, but we have quite a few of them right here. So can we get staking? I'll answer this in general terms, and Brad can do a deeper dive. The utilities that we're building right now, I think inherently have a staking. the new software that we're going to maybe announce today, just show you guys what we're doing. And then the rewards program has staking built into it. But I don't know the details of the benefits of the staking yet, just because we're still running some algorithms and running some pro formas on the numbers, just to make sure that we stay okay from a financial standpoint. So that's kind of where we are at staking. We plan on doing it.
Yeah. So staking in a general terms, if you take the word staking, it means taking your token and putting it somewhere and locking it up. So there's a few different ways that we're doing this. One is with through PancakeSwap. We filled out an application. We're waiting to hear back. They got a lot of applications, and this was how many days ago was this?
I think it was last Tuesday. So
last
a week
Tuesday.
ago from today.
So
And they said a week. They said about a week.
They said about a week. Yep.
But I want to be very, very careful. Anytime that there's any fuckery going on, it's always 100%. Well, not always. If it's not a rug pull from the get go, then what it is a staking issue where people can do some flash loan attacks, or they can just kind of mess with the system and then steal from that way. So that's what happened to Cuban. It wasn't the devs that actually did it. It was just it was a glitch in the system through the staking portal. So we have to be very, very, very careful on what we do with staking. And staking on the other side, there's a social staking system that we're implementing, as well as a donation staking system. And I think a few of you have been beta testing these systems. And every time you guys do something on these systems, I'm actually looking on the back end, say, okay, I need to fix this, I need to fix that. So it's in progress, it's in beta, but we're continuing on.
So question 2 is, what is the official date for MIL to be used in Call of Duty? So let me just tell you what happened with this. As usual, we got ahead of our skis, using the Warzone and Call of Duty logos, in talks with one of these big gaming companies that want to partner up with us for the tournament. They basically said, listen, you guys are so on the radar already. You're going to be getting a cease and desist any day, and it's going to cause you major problems moving forward. I suggest you pull this down, file. They sent us a link to the application. We have submitted the application to Activision to approve us for this tournament. We don't think it's not a big fancy application. I don't think it's going to be a problem, but that's the step. We already have marketing. We have the landing page, because what we planned on doing, because we have this 10,000 minimum, we were going to start the marketing right now to get people a discount to pre-register, and essentially it'll be a great gauge on how successful this is going to be. But that's what our plan is. That everything's ready to go. We just need the approval before we start doing mass marketing from Activision, or else the thing would be over before it even started. And we didn't realize that. I thought it worked just like the advertising world. If you get a cease and desist, you pull it down and move on. And they said that's not the way it works, that it will cause us major problems down the road. And so we pulled back. I think the application is going to be approved quickly. And then, we just don't have a date in September yet, but it's going to be late September.
Yeah. So the application isn't whether or not we can have the tournament. It's whether or not they're doing a big tournament that they don't want us to do on top of there. So it's not like, hey, you have to go through an application process. We have to check your credit. You need 7 pictures of you in a zebra costume, all that stuff. No, it's just basically, if they're running something, they don't want us to do it, which makes sense. I get it.
Yeah. So people will use MIL to play in the game. So is the main goal to gain volume? The main goal. So the way that we plan on this going is that, you get in, you'll have the first 2 weeks of every month will be qualifying, and the last 2 weeks will be the bracket, and then there'll be a winner. And what'll happen is anybody that makes it to the semifinal round, this is what we plan on doing, will make it into the final week. And anybody that enters in, because this is what our kind of theoretical plans are. If there's going to be a portion of MIL when they pay, we're going to bounce back to their wallet. So now we have holders. And we're going to incentivize them to hold, because at the end, we're going to do a drawing of maybe 50 or 100 teams that have bought MIL and held MIL. And so now they'll be, they have a chance to be in the final the final bracket, the 13th bracket for the 400,000 remaining dollars. Anybody who buys Mill and holds Mill that made it to the semifinals will also be in the finals. And so inherently in the game, we have the mechanism built in to incentivize people to hold Mill. And if we're successful and people start joining, the byproduct of putting Mill in their wallet is, if this is doing well, and the only way we'll have the tournament is if we have we get 10,000 signups, then it's going to do well. That Mill that we bounce back to their wallet is going to continue to possibly increase in value. And so, we think that the gaming mechanism, just in the way we're doing it, just has that already built in. Hopefully that makes sense.
Okay, so I'll take 7 photos of you all in the zebra costumes. No. All right.
What are the advertising plans to get the COD tournament everywhere in these 10,000 investors? I mean, everything that we know: mass marketing, sponsorships, partnerships. We've talked to a lot of it. I don't know the number of influencers, but it's we have a lot of people from the gaming community that have reached out to us already. That's how this big gaming company, I think it's called eFuse, reached out to us. They want to partner up with us. They have a 535,000 member gamer base already, and plus there's other big influencers that we've already reached out to, and we plan on doing marketing to the gamer community, driving them. So we're going to start doing that as soon as we have the approval back to use the logos. We're going to start it. It's already ready to go. We just have to hit the button.
What about the conversation we had earlier on Zoom about that? Is that something we want to divulge right now, or not really?
Oh, yes. Yeah. So we had a call with Taya this morning, and we presented a list of ideas we had. And you know what? I wish I could pull the deck up and put it on the screen.
Here, send me the deck, and then I'll just share my screen.
Okay. The good news is she loved everything that we proposed.
Everything.
And it's really cool stuff.
Yeah, send it to me in Telegram if you don't mind.
Yep.
So your screen's on there?
So this
When
is
you share it.
when I share it. So
Gotcha.
so what I do is I actually just go here. No, I go to share. and then I
Got you.
share.
Picking up what you're putting down.
You see what I'm stepping into?
Yeah.
All right, it's coming to you.
Okay, so we're going to continue this on. I'm going to go to the next question.
Hold on, let me see. Well, we'll be starting to test COD plan. Okay. Yeah, we're on question 5.
Okay, question 5.
Thank you, Jared. Hey, dude, this was a great idea to be prepared.
We'll be telling for the cost. We'll be starting a separate Telegram for the COD players teams. Yes. So that's really I haven't really put any thought into that. I mean, why not? To have separate.
You try to connect to Apple TV.
No, I was just going to go through the screen. Here.
No, you put it on that screen, yeah.
So, I haven't really thought about it with that portion of it, because the bracket system is going to have some communications within it. I haven't, I personally, one telegram is enough for me. So to start another Telegram, I'm not against it. I'm not for it. But if it helps it, then 100%.
Brad, you're gonna have to take the next question, number 6. You want to look at the Taya deck real quick? It's in your Telegram, Brad.
Okay, number 6. Okay.
No, you want to put the Taya deck in your Telegram?
You guys, okay. Okay, yes, I do. Okay, so the number 6, to my understanding, Bitmart has a single wallet for Mill. So here's my question for the AMA. Does the single wallet receive reflections from trading via PancakeSwap? If so, do the holders outside Bitmart receive reflections from trading inside Bitmart? Yes and no. So the Bitmart, people who are holding Bitmart get the reflections from PancakeSwap once a month. The people that are on PancakeSwap do not get any reflections from anybody buying and selling Bitmart within Bitmart. Because when you actually sell Bitmart, or when you sell Mill and you buy Mill on Bitmart, you're actually not really buying the token, you're buying a ledger. So they're saying, oh, well, Jordan has 500 Mill, he sells it for a buck, and then, I buy 500 mil, and when you trade back and forth, there's no reflections. There's no 8% back and forth within Bitmark. So, I mean, if you're into day trading and stuff like that, I guess that would be advantageous, but there's no reflections outside of it. Very good question. Whoever asked that.
That's all Jared.
Jared, was that you? Okay.
Jared must have got a bunch of.
Then you get
Yeah, he
two
was,
high fives.
he was rounding up questions for everybody in the channel.
Yeah,
So
two high
appreciate
fives,
you, man.
whoever that
Appreciate you. Huge help.
All right, so I'll go Telegram. Here's a big file.
Can the devs start giving us updates, hints of what they're working on privately in the main chat?
Yeah, if you guys want to be beta testers for anything that we're doing, we have like 17 different projects that we're probably all going to hit at once. So we're always looking for testers, always looking for good feedback for some of the things. We have a social staking program that we're beta testing now. The rewards program we're beta testing now, if you want to be part of the marketing or if you want to be part of the advertising, we can have some roundtable discussions on that too. That would be awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and share this screen with you. All right. So I'm going to share screen, window, share that one. All right.
I'm not seeing it yet. There it is.
Oh yeah.
There
Okay.
it is. Okay, there it is.
This
You
was.
want to move it over into the? Is it in the? Can everybody see it?
Can everybody see it? Okay.
Yeah. So we'll just scroll through the deck real quick. It'll. This is what we went over with.
This is what it looked like in there.
Okay. Yeah. Just scroll through, Brad. We can just.
That's a little bit about Millet. So this was actually presented to Taya. And we're going to go through a little bit. You just tell me when to stop.
Keep on going.
You just tell me when to stop. Tokenomics.
Stop when you get to the first stuff related to her.
You guys really went all out with this. Oh, here it is. So it's a little bit about why she would want to work with us, but this here, upcoming projects. Now, these aren't all the projects that we have going on. These are some of the ones that we thought would be best with Taya, and I don't think she thumbs down any of them, did she?
No, in fact, we, going through each one of the opportunities that we went through, we proposed the Call of Duty. We can use American Sniper. We can use her and Chris, and so we're going to use. I think that even brings a lot more notoriety to it. That we can bring the American Sniper name into it, and so when we're working with her, we're working with likeness, we're working with licensing, and then we're working for her, with her from a personal standpoint, and her actually showing up to events for us. So the Call of Duty thing is pretty straightforward. We would build the theme in the tournament around. We would add that as the headline to this to the tournament. So that she was all in, loved it. We introducing her brand to a younger generation. I think a lot of cases the younger generation, just because of the world we live in, is maybe not as patriotic as some of the older generations. And I think it would be good to introduce somebody like Tay, a strong woman on a great mission that's husband is arguably the most famous, military person in history. So she was all in on that. The second thing we proposed to her was the AR-15 giveaway. So we actually got some dates from her. It would take place in Fort Worth. It's going to be either, at least based on today's information, either October 9th, 16th, or November the 6th. We plan on having it at a venue with about 2,500 people. We're going to sell tickets that, we're going to sell. It's going to be a real high scale event in Fort Worth in a venue. We're not sure if Breaking Benjamin's available for those dates, but that we wanted Five Finger Death Punch. They're not available to the first quarter. Right. Breaking Benjamin, they
loved it.
Yeah, they loved the idea of it. We would probably bring about 300 veterans or so. The venue holds 2,500 people. We'd bring about 300 veterans, and and get them in and fly them into the probably a couple of mill holders. We'd probably do some type of raffle, and maybe 5 or 10 of you guys we would fly in, and then we would have an auction. The programming we'd have a VIP hour because there's a lot of other celebrities that I think are going to be there. And then we kind of wrote out the programming today. We're going to bring in a comedian for the first part. We'd have the auction. We wanted to get them a little liquored up and drinking, and they start to get more brave with that paddle. And then it would be an online and an in-person auction. So we'd have it on the big screen. And then we would have, after the auction, we'd have the band and the entertainment. And then somewhere in there, there'll be some, a couple of guest speakers. But it would be a 6 p.m. to 11:30 at night. And we're just going to leverage their base for these tickets. And then if any of you guys are interested in going, just let us know, and we'll make sure to try to reserve tickets for you. So that was the next thing we presented. She loved that. And then we presented the crypto seminar tour, where we'll, get 2,500, 3,000, 5,000 people into an auditorium. We'll educate them on crypto. We'll educate them on Military.finance. And then Taya would come on to talk about all the great things that we're doing together, all the lives that we've impacted, and make an ask for them to really consider the project and get involved. She thumbs up all of it. And then, she owns a jewelry brand called Warrior Collections. And we're about to run, we're taking over their social media marketing and Taya's social media stuff too, our agency is. And so we'll have a big push. I think August 14th is Military Marriage Day, and they have a jewelry line. So we're gonna push that. We're gonna push that out for us. So the call today, it couldn't have gone any better. We'll start ironing out dates. We have our event coordinator looking in Fort Worth for venues right now, and we'll continue to update you guys as we get information. But it couldn't have gone any better. It was yes and check marks to everything that we're doing, and she wants to be involved, and so that was a huge win for us today. So I think that we can move on to you want to move on to the next question?
Yeah, let me see if anybody has any questions. Cornel, you said Taya Croft. Dude, we ain't trying to get sued here, bro.
Yeah. He also said
take that back.
He also said if they open the border to Europeans, I would like to come. Dude, I'm sure they're letting Europeans in.
We'll fly in.
On,
win Prius.
Yeah.
We got you. Okay, cool. So that's
what's the jewelry? The Warrior Collection.
Warrior Collections.
Yep. So BK Warrior Collections is what the jewelry's called.
So this was another one that was thumbs up.
Oh yeah, the comic book.
Yeah.
She loved that idea, and she wants to move forward with it. We talked about integrating her kids. If you can hardly even find that she has kids on the internet. I couldn't find it, but she's got a 16-year-old and a 15-year-old, a boy and a girl, and she's really kept them out of the limelight. But we brainstormed a little bit today. We're going to flush the story out a little bit more for her, get it in front of her. But she was all in on the comic book also. So it was just thumbs up. What else do we have? Is there anything else, Brad?
Okay.
Call of Duty. So we have that already.
So she was really interested in Call of Duty. And then, so when we talked to the company that puts these on for big shows, they've never actually had a celebrity Call of Duty sponsor. Almost, it's
nope.
This person that's running a tournament. It's always just been a company's tournament or a small tournament, but it's never been something like this. So he's actually really, really excited that we're putting this on as much as I am. So, okay.
So that was the seminar.
Yeah. Levi said, "Let me know when you need writers for the comic." Levi Corbin.
Yeah. So I personally know Levi. He's a really, really good dude. He's an amazing artist. So he's somebody that would definitely help the team 100%. Awesome. What's up, Levi?
What's happening, my man?
Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing. We're going to go back. All right, cool.
Can the devs start giving us update hints of what they're working on privately in the main chat?
What is this? Okay, what is this? What is this?
I could probably take that one.
Yeah, I don't even know how to answer this because you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't.
Yeah, I think I do. So the main thing is what we wanted to do is we wanted to start getting some of these things to the finish line. Obviously, we're behind the scenes creating partnerships. We're having Like Sean was on a call earlier with Taya that was supposed to be 30 minutes long. It was an hour and 15 minutes. But even though those calls go really well, we put timelines in place. We want to make sure that these are ironclad, absolutely going to happen. When you're dealing with these high-level players, high-level tournaments, all these things that we're working on, we want to make sure that now when we release things, they're on the 1 yard line and we just have to push them over the finish line to get them done. So it's not that we don't want to, we're working in some type of secrecy or we don't want to let you know what's going on. We just want to bring these things to fruition, make sure that these things are locked in, and then we release them. And we're working on something really cool with Brad right now, a software application, which we're really excited to release, but still working out some of the kinks in that. So that's really the reasoning behind it. It's not, like I said, us wanting to work in secrecy. It's we don't want to miss another deadline for you guys. So we want to make sure that we're bulletproof in that regard.
And then Marl Fox, you're late, so we're gonna make sure everyone knows. You're late to class today.
Who is?
Marl Fox. He said,
I'm just having fun with the software now. I'm just putting people's chat in here.
So I don't know if I answered that well, but
You answer everything well, dude.
that's a
Question number 8. When are we going on to another exchange? So, good question. But that is, we're approved for DigiFinix, and we're just kind of waiting on funding to make sure that that's the right move. It doesn't make sense to go onto another exchange unless we have a huge amount of news to go along with it. So that's what's a little bit being held off. We've been advised that there's some tokens out there that they signed 2-year deals with NHL and to do NFTs, didn't move the token. You remember that conversation?
Yeah.
So there's a lot of really cool tokens doing some really cool stuff, and nobody gives a shit. So he said, just time everything right, and that's what we've been kind of doing. We've been
Listen, so Brad, maybe you can put the link in the chat. Just throw the link in the chat. We have a wallet set up on the website for, we get listed on DigiFinX when we have $50,000. I think as of this morning, we had about $1,500 in the wallet. And so, the fastest way to get there is we just, we're raising the money from the community to do it, just because we needed to do that. And so, that's where we are with that. We're talking about ways, because not everyone's on Telegram, to airdrop an NFT, alerting everybody that this is all the wallet holders, that this is, we're kind of playing around with that right now, but it's it's going to cost, $10,000 in real money to do something like that. So we just need to make sure that we're thinking about building an NFT that just says, listen, we will be listed on the DigiFinX, go to this link, and this is where you can contribute. We're raising the money from the community. And so we're just kind of weighing that, what exactly it would cost.
So there's been a lot of scammers popping up recently. A lot of them look really official. They take our graphics, then they modify them, and some of the stuff looks amazing. Because even I would go on some of these telegrams and be like, damn, did we do this? Because it's on par. It's on track with our branding and the way that we like to put out graphics. So be very careful. Only use everything from official sources. Be careful where you put your money. Don't put a token in any arbitrary. That goes for any token, really. Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, Mill. Just be careful what you do with it. There's a lot of people impersonating right now. So.
Oh, dude.
It's getting crazy.
It's crazy. Listen, so I'm going to skip down. What's progress has been made for the one-touch buying? The one-touch buying is already approved and in the queue that integrates with DigiFinX. As soon as the DigiFinX listing fee is funded, then the one-touch buy goes along with it. So that's already taken care of. That's already approved and paid for, and so it's sitting in the queue.
And then who's the leader of Shill Team 6?
we missed the whole ADA. Brad, do we have short-term plans to work on ADA at this moment?
Not for right now.
Yeah, okay.
Not right now. So we do have the ability to, but I don't know if it's the right move. I've talked with a few of you, and you guys know who you are, and say, hey, these are our future plans. We're going to this. We're doing this. We're doing that. it's open, especially with our Cardano's smart contract. I really want to make sure it's 100 tested and true before we do anything like that. So I'm probably not going to visit that until we get everything that we have planned immediately in front of us wrapped up. Because I mean, we could start 1,000 projects, but until we actually just get these ones out of the way, I really don't want to. Time is a spendable resource. And you can spend a little bit of time on a bunch of things, or we can hunker down and just do what we say we're going to do, and then just get it done. So the answer to that one is yes and no. Possibly for the future when the time is right, but for right now, we just want to execute what's on our plate right now. Okay, so everything is a scam until you can prove yourself it's not a scam. Yeah, I mean, just look at everything with a magnifying glass, and it's rug pulls are everywhere, man. Can Americans trade on DigiFinance? Yes, they can. And it's going to be with a one touch buy within Trust Wallet, which makes it extremely easy. Shell Team 6. How can we be involved? Who's the leader of Shell Team 6?
I don't even know. What is Shell Team 6?
It's the marketing team. If you guys just want to be part of the Shell Team 6, Alex is the one that heads it. Does an amazing job. Just let him know you want to be part of it. There's always something to do, especially in the upcoming days when we kind of drip feed everything that's coming out. So now the ask for running these ads is going to be a little bit different. It's not, hey, military finance, jump aboard the platform so you can help veterans. It's going to say, hey, this is the utility we have. Join this program, and then the token is kind of a side product of that. So, and I know I'm kind of speaking almost in code a little bit now, but the ask from here on out is going to be a lot easier. Official links and don't go to XRP.
Hey, Brad, the third number 13, the rewards program. Check your Telegram because I sent you the screenshots of that stuff. So why don't we just kind of show them where we are, and we're trying to work out a few things, implementation and timeline. But there you go. The one up there. Yep. And you can scroll through the screens.
No, I just got one.
No, it's if you hit it again. Hit that again. Now go to the left. Scroll to the left. Whoop. Okay.
Although I do like Terry Crews, and this is cool.
Yeah.
All right.
So where's the other? There's 5 screens on that thing.
So I'm gonna go ahead and put that one up.
Hey, where is it, man?
Okay, so all right, cool. XRP and golf for life. Which one is it, dude? You can't have both. It's XRP or it's golf. Both are expensive. Crypto's expensive and so is golf. Which one's it going to be? All right, we should have a dedicated mill regiment. That way we can gauge your market interest. We possibly pull some streamers into a mill regiment, which would make it easier for them to discuss, determine. 100%. The actual Call of Duty tournament, even we have the automation software built in, even though we have the mill payment gateway built in, it's still going to take an entire team to make sure this is done correctly, make sure everyone has a good experience. It's going to lock up a lot of mill into these programs. Every one of these programs that we're putting out is going to stake a little bit of mill into it, whether it's staking into PancakeSwap or staking into a social program or to mill gaming suite. It'll lock up some mills, but it's important to also have the people for you guys to kind of help us out and help yourselves out. Really, it's community effort and give everyone a really good experience. So,
Brad, I'm sending this to you right now. Oops.
have the rules been spelled out or evolving? Any idea when we finalize? Do we have a strategic plan in development to combat cheating? Now, this one here is actually a really good question, and I don't know if you're familiar with the Call of Duty, if anybody plays, but what happens is that right now there's a lot of hacks on Call of Duty, and they're trying to get away with it. But unfortunately or fortunately, it's just the way it is right now. So the way that we're combat cheating in it is kind of the honor system. So if one team is playing another, it's upon themselves to report the other team if they think they're cheating. So everything has to be live streamed and everything has to be recorded so the other team can watch it. Now, we're not going to go through hundreds of games and then watch the gameplay. We're just going to ask the other team, the opponent's team, to make sure that there's nothing going on. They'll report it. It'll come back up to us, and then we'll do a review of it. I think that's the best way and the most efficient way because, if the other team is cheating, then their opponent will definitely call them out on their bullshit 100%.
You have the screens now, Brad, for the rewards program. You have them in your Telegram.
Okay. Seems like this would be in place before. All right. Okay. Okay. You want to hit that next question? I'm going to go ahead and download all these.
Yep.
Go hit the next one. I ended up at the cheater one.
You ended up. So where are you taking them on YouTube?
No, the actual. There's a bunch more.
Oh.
Lee had a bunch of questions.
Oh, Lee's questions.
Lee's questions. Yeah.
Should
So
have a dedicated mill regiment. That way we can gauge market.
I'm on Lee number 3.
Well, Lee number 3.
Lee number 3. Yeah.
If Jack is a mill holder and he has a team of 3 people who don't hold mill for whatever reasons, can Jack purchase the entry fee on behalf of his team members? No, each person, the way we have it now, is going to have to buy in themselves. If Jack is a mill holder, does that mean he can participate in all console categories? Yeah, the answer is yes. Right? If he's a mill holder, he can participate in any console. Yep. Spoke to a company about pressing the coin Tron designed as a military challenge coin. Would this be something you would want to sell in the merch store? Sure. Yep, absolutely, Lee. Spoke to the same company about possibly embedding a QR code linked to a wallet where we could embed mill. They have done similar in the past. Is that something to continue to pursue? Quote wise, embedding a QR code linked to a wallet where we can embed mill. They have done similar to that. Yeah, let's bring anything that you guys think is interesting. Just put it in front of us with some detail, and we'll make a decision as a community. Do you guys have any interest in something like the attached screenshots? Keep the questions coming, y'all. Let's keep the devs on their toes. Get them, Lee. Keep us on our toes, my brother. We need to stay on our toes and whip our asses into shape.
All right, so I'm going to share a screen with share screen, window, share. Cool.
This new little StreamYard thing is cool. Huh,
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. So I can show. So basically, this here is the how the staking is going to work, as well as the donation service. So there's a certain set of rewards for however much that you donate and you stake in here. And I'll kind of go through it a little bit. You'll be able to connect your wallet. You'll be able to send some to the donation portal, and then you also have a staking portal. This is different from the Pancake staking portal.
So what we're doing right now with the staking portal is we're running the numbers, just because that staking portal, there'll be additional reflections that'll come to those wallets, and we're just running the numbers right now just to make sure that we're okay. The additional tiers that we can that you can qualify for.
Yeah. Yeah. And then so when you send mill to a certain location, it gets split up a few different ways. And then you can actually decide to send money to different charities. We actually just put Wounded Warrior Project, even though that's not really somebody that we would want to partner with.
Yeah, so this is how you're going to level up by actually giving money to specific charities. That's tied into the leveling up.
So what that does is it brings the charities on board and brings their user base on board as well.
Is that it? That's all the screens.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
So that's an update on the rewards, the rewards part of things. And
what would be completely awesome? I guess we all better start pushing and finding donations. BK, yeah. So the One Touch is awesome, and it's really important to have it implemented before we go on the road with Taya. I think that would be the biggest one. People that are into Call of Duty. So if, 1 out of 4, I'm sure people know how to get crypto. For the younger crowd that play Call of Duty, and if somebody gets mill, I really don't think they will all purchase mill. It's just going to be like, hey, you got some mill here. Let me give you $20 and send it to me. And the guy who knows how to get it will send it to the other ones. But we just wanted to grow the wallet holders. That's why we have each individual responsible for the mill. And also, if they win, the payout is to them individually. We didn't want to give it to one person and they leave it up to them to distribute because money makes people do weird things. So that's why we wanted to make sure that everyone was on an even keel with that. Catch-22, yes. I mean, that's something that we could explore as well. Once we start releasing some things, I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal when we start pushing these heavy utilities out. But because the marketing is going to be a little bit easier, there's going to be a lot of really cool things where people can stake into, and we're pretty excited about it. So.
I think we're caught up on the questions.
Now I can start talking about.
You can start talking about some other bullshit, huh? Is that what you're gonna do?
I'm gonna start talking about
He's all fired up about this footprint.
Oh, you got to watch that footprint. Bigfoot. That's Bigfoot.
It is a Bigfoot.
Let's see. Please don't.
Or just keep asking questions and we'll keep it. Yeah, Bigfoot's always blurry, man. Check that out.
What you doing, bud?
I'm just going through Bigfoot. Somebody said there's no clear pictures of Bigfoot. I think it was Kaiser. They said there's no clear pictures of Bigfoot. And you know what? He's right.
I think Bigfoot's in Europe right now.
I guess every country has like their own name for Bigfoot, like Yeti and.
Cornelia, what do you call Bigfoot?
You guys like, yeah, they got to have a Bigfoot up there.
Oh no, Cutler, you want us to eat the frog? Holy moly! You see that? He wants us to eat the frog.
Oh, dude, don't get me started. All right.
Cornelia said they eat the frogs. You want to drop the link in the chat and see if anybody want to come on and if we drop the link in the chat, I think you can click the link and you can come on the screen share. So does anyone want to try this? We haven't tried it yet.
All right, so check this out. All right.
Where are you located, Cutler?
So this hammer, 400 million years old. The handle was actually starting to petrify, and it's in coal, right? So how does that make sense? Either the entire timeline of humans is off, right? Or we don't know how the hell coal is made.
What is that?
It's a hammer. It's an iron hammer embedded in coal.
For how old? How old is it?
They carbon dated at 400 million years, but that doesn't make any sense. That makes zero sense. So I don't know. This kind of stuff is super interesting to me. Like I could go down the rabbit hole for days with this shit.
Yeah.
Let me see what they're saying. Oh yeah. Made in China. Made in China written right there.
We have any volunteers to come on the live stream? Not
The
the
Earth is flat.
Oh my goodness! Not the Earth is flat, people.
Oh,
Brad's got them fired up. Now.
that's it. Dude, I love, like, I'll say it again. I love conspiracy theories. Like, if you have one, it's like tinfoil hat, satellites reading mind, all that shit. I really want to hear it. I won't like agree with it a lot of times, but I just want to hear it. I just want to hear all the wacky shit. I love this stuff.
XRP said I would, but the law's looking for me.
Uh,
I'm reading a book right now, dude, called Quiet. It's good with conspiracy theories, right?
Listen, we prefer not to have the screenshots of what we're building out in the wild, just because why give other people ideas? And so that's why we typically don't share those things. That, you know, the element of surprise, you can't underestimate it. There's a lot of people out there with a lot of money, and you know, that's been our approach. And so that's why we don't release all this stuff out into the market until it's really close to getting launched.
you know, so we 10,000% didn't land on the moon. No question, says Jeff Adams. I'm gonna put that up.
Jeff
there.
Adams, I agree with you.
Do you really?
I do.
Yeah. So I was on both sides of the fence on this one. So at first I was like, okay, well, we didn't land on the moon. And then I was watching some documentaries and they're saying how hard it is to fake stuff back in the 60s. Like they don't have the same type of, graphics and special effects and stuff that they do now. But now there's, some astronauts are even coming out and saying, it's like, yeah, we never went to the moon.
Yeah.
And it's just really, I don't know what to believe
I
anymore.
mean, if you look at all the data around it, it's like ridiculous.
Well, they say that
so if you do, like, most people that are like, nah,
Look at, I remember where I was in my classroom and they stopped. We were in the library.
Small step.
Yep.
for
I remember.
man.
Yeah, I was. What year? What? I forgot what year it was, but I was in grammar school.
69.
Yeah, so I was 4 years old.
Yeah.
So I was 4 years old, dude. I remember that whole thing.
Who knows what to believe anymore, man? Who knows what to believe anymore?
So if it was so easy to do, like, I think it would be a lot easier to fake it in the 60s, just going back to your point, which is based on not much data, but it would be a lot easier to fake it in the 60s than it would be to land on the moon in the 60s.
Well, the moon lander it does look pretty rinky.
Yeah.
It does look
They lost all the,
I did see that when they lost all the telemetry data.
all the data
Everything.
that's involved with
gone.
going to the moon is gone.
Well,
that's
okay.
that's a fact.
Okay,
That's not
well, in
debatable.
hindsight, I've had like a lot of videos of me growing up, and that's gone.
Well, so did I. We had Hurricane Katrina, so everything
So-
pre-Hurricane Katrina, all my stuff's going too. But
Yeah, all that they have.
Cutler's from Virginia. What part of Virginia, Cutler? Brad's from Virginia. Asking too much info on here.
Yeah, what's your?
Look at Kaiser. Kaiser's putting his hand over his face.
Yeah.
Is that what he's doing?
Yeah, because I guess a conspiracy theories are getting way off topic from the AMA.
Yeah.
But this stuff's interesting.
that's what I'm saying, Cutler. Like with everybody, like now people are paying to go to space. You'd think we would have hit the moon again.
Wait a minute, dude. I got a phone that can zoom in.
He's from South VA, dude. So
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm from,
Oh, he's from South VA?
South.
Wherever that is.
so secret, bro. You're on the blockchain. I'm on the
South
south
VA.
side.
So I was from northern Virginia, Warrenton area. I forgot my train of thought. Don't believe coming alien deception is fallen angels. Yeah, that's a
Yeah, you take that one. I don't
that's
know
a
how to
theory
respond
there
to
too. I mean, there's so much alien stuff coming out now with the CIA declassifying documents and all these videos that they're putting out. I really have no trust for any like official agency saying, "Oh, well, they're coming out with aliens because we want you to know and we love you and we believe you." That's a bunch of crock of shit. I don't believe them. That's a crock of shit. I don't believe them.
Why are they telling us that then?
I don't know. I have no idea.
You don't have a good reason why you think it's full of shit?
Yeah, I just don't think that they would give information. They wouldn't. I feel like they wouldn't divulge information for the benefit of the people. I feel like the information that they divulge would be
The information they want us to know.
they want you to know to actually steer the people a certain way.
I think I speak for all the veterans in the group.
see what I mean?
What the hell does divulge mean?
Like
Two
give
college degrees.
Divulge.
Yeah.
Divulge
Military.
means gives, like he's
Yeah, it's-
giving you information.
yeah,
He's
yeah.
letting you in on something.
Yeah.
Divulge information.
it's a 7th grade word. Sometimes I get 7th grade up in here.
Yeah,
you know?
it was advanced. We don't have that in any Army handbook for sure. Divulge.
Is Angelina listening in?
Well, don't have too much trepidation. Just go ahead and
Jeff, what else don't you believe?
Trepidations. Siri,
Jeff
define
Adams, what else
trepidation.
don't you believe, sir?
Dude, Jeff, that was good, man. What else you got?
Oh, with the moon landing?
Yeah, the moon landing was an easy one. I thought he was going to say something like controversial.
Oh,
BK said divulge. I think it's a
BK.
stripper term. I knew there was a reason I didn't know.
Oh, geez, I'm devolved.
You know why he can't stop using it? I've heard it 3 times in this AMA. You don't believe me? Just rewind.
so
it.
when I find a word I like,
3 times I couldn't
stick
handle
with it.
3 times I
stick
couldn't
with it.
handle it. I had to know what it meant. Dude, Kaiser, you're absolutely right.
Jesus, dude.
I could get by with two times him using divulge and me not understanding it, but
Kaiser, you want to come on live with us and tell us your best military story? We'll drop the link in the Brett. Just drop the link in the chat and see if anybody wants to click it and come on. I don't know. We're open, Levi. We're open to ideas. We're probably not going to be able to afford a Rogan kind of quality guy, but I'm thinking right underneath them, maybe Tim Dillon or Brendan Schaub, or we're open to suggestions. Even Earthquake would be incredible.
Book Carrot Top.
Yeah. Listen, throw out some suggestions.
Yeah, let's
to
get
us.
Carrot Top.
We probably need a handful of people just because it's got to coordinate with their schedule. So if you guys have some, we want your input into this stuff. We're hoping to get Breaking Benjamin, but I'm not sure.
Oh, that was a share invite.
That was what?
Invite guests to broadcast. Okay, no, that's right. So if anybody wants to stream with us,
At least somebody click the link just so we can test it, see how it works.
yeah, somebody join. Hey, Levi, join us. Send you so sends us merch based on the amount stake, and if so, what are the tax implications? Yes. So there's influencer packets that we're putting together where if you're an influencer, you get X amount of merchandise, but you have to take pictures with the merchandise throughout your time owning it. But yes, that is something that is in the pocket.
Ooh, Jeff Adams came with the.
Owning it. Look at this.
Who is it?
That's Mike.
I'm in.
Mikey.
Ooh, Jeff Adams came with the. No, it works.
Look at this.
Who is it?
That's Mike.
I'm in.
Mikey. I gotta keep this down, Mike. I can't hear you. Everyone else
It
can.
works.
Look at this.
Guys just got 5 followers and signed up to be an influencer.
Hey, so listen.
Dude, I mean,
So Mike is the CMO of our company, and so any complaints that you have at all about anything, dude. No, I'm teasing, dude. Mike is dude. He's as good as it gets, man. He has been instrumental. All the graphics, all the design, all the things that we're providing for you guys. There, Mike's behind the scenes taking care of all that, dude. So Herculean job.
yeah.
There he
So
is.
yeah, I'm bringing it back.
Okay,
I'm bringing it back. So
Mike, you got any words of wisdom for the team today?
I feel like there's an echo when I'm doing this. I was trying
Mike,
to
you got
get
any
out
words
of
of
it.
wisdom for the team today?
okay, yeah. So it's probably going through. Yeah. So you probably have to put on headphones.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I think I also had it on the
I'm
back
actually
seat in my
just kind
head.
of muting you halfway through.
technical.
Technical.
Hey, that's why we tested
So
it
I
out.
guess that makes sense why everybody on podcasts have headphones.
You want to show them cash flow? Okay. Proud of you, dude.
Dude, check you out as a new Brad.
Yeah, no.
It's a brand new Brad.
Yeah, they're trying to get me to divulge the actual URLs of what we're working on.
4 times.
But I'm not divulging that information.
Run it back if you don't believe me. Divulge.
I think that you should.
Give me 24 hours. Let me work out some more kinks, and then make the UI the way that Mike wants it. Mike is an amazing artist. Some things need to be cleaned up. If a pixel is off somewhere on the site, it just looks like shit. And you can't, like, if you go to a website and you have an uneasy feeling, that's because there's something off. If the continuity is off, something that you can't really see, you can't put your hands on. It's very important to make sure that the first impressions are very, very good, according to Sean.
Well, my mama taught me that you never get a second chance to make a first impression.
That's it. 2 more divulges. You could do it. Okay. All right. I'm gonna have to slip it in.
BK, if he does that, I'd be willing to bet money that he's used the word divulge in the last hour more than anybody on planet Earth.
I'm gonna try to slip it in where he doesn't notice.
I guarantee you can't.
All right. Cool. Well, is there any more questions? Is there anything else before we kind of get going?
Yeah, nobody else wants to click the link. Golly, man, I didn't think we had a shy crew.
Oh, dude, you only asked one person where they were from, and they gave you South VA. He's probably in West Virginia.
All right.
That's how they roll.
All right, man.
Brother.
Tappahannock or Virginia Beach? Where are you from, man?
So now that we have this new little tool, we were going to try to get Taya to jump into the AMA today. It just didn't work out from a scheduling standpoint, but now we have this new little StreamYard thing, dude. It allows us to do some cool stuff.
Can we divulge how Digifinics will interact? So from now on, I will only answer questions that have divulge in it.
6 times
from here on out. So that's the rule from every AMA. So you actually when you purchase Mill on Trust Wallet through Simplex, you don't go into Digifinics. Digifinics is just a company on the back end of Trust Wallet. So if you buy BNB on Trust Wallet, you hit that buy button. It takes you to MoonPay or Simplex, depending upon where you are and what you click buy. When you purchase it, you're actually not purchasing from Simplex. They're just processing it in Bitfinex or Digifinics or BitTrue on the back end is facilitating that buy. So that's all it is. They're just going to facilitate that buy right in Trust Wallet. So there's no more swapping, no more this, no more that. So that's what it is. Bro, some of us aren't as photogenic as you guys. Mr. Adams, you take that back, good sir.
I think Jeff just loves the fact that we agree with him on the moon deal. At least I do. I think you're in too. You just
Jeff thinks that the government killed JFK. So
Jeff, you have to DM me on that one.
Wasn't that all this stuff supposed to be declassified like 10 years ago? Was it ever?
I don't think so.
I have to look for it.
It
was probably all redacted.
I tell you what I ain't talking about on AMA.
What?
JFK.
All right, Yash. Sid.
You can only divulge he's from Southern Virginia. All right. No account needed on Digifinics. No, there will not be. Now there will. Well, when you go into Simplex, they're going to have to do some KYC. So I guess Simplex will have to do an account with you. That makes sense. Yeah.
Is there a minimum age for Warzone?
The minimum age for Warzone, no.
There's not a minimum
13.
age on the game.
I think it's 13.
Whatever's on the game, right?
Yeah. For tournaments, we actually might think that's actually a good question. Thank you, Luke Kahn.
$18. Well, they're saying that that's the age of rating for Call of Duty. Age is 18. This means if you're younger than 18, you really shouldn't be playing the game at all, though we have no doubt that they're doing so. So this is basically Warzone is okay for a 13-year-old.
So I let my 2-year-old play Warzone. It's pretty good at it.
I mean, all my kids play. I have 7 kids, for those of you that maybe just getting to know me a little bit. But
when do you go for number 8?
I mean, Catherine's getting her tubes tied tomorrow.
You better hurry, bro.
So
I don't think we have an age limit in the tournament. If some whiz kid that's 8 years old wins the whole tournament, then it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, there's 7-year-olds that are winning Fortnite competitions.
yeah, and to finish that sentence, like I let all my kids play it. I know all parents don't agree with me, but there's every single street we've ever lived on in my life, some kid was playing Call of Duty Warzone, and they're going to play it anyway. So
Yeah,
rather
it's really hard. So like when I was growing up, it was like there were like whoever's house had all the bikes, that's where you were.
Yeah.
Right. But now it's changed to it's like, well, if you're not online, then you're almost not socializing because all my kids' friends are online. So if I say, do you want to put that video game away? I'm not really punishing them for video game. I'm actually more no longer socializing. So it's really weird. I just make massive mistakes. I have no idea.
Well,
no idea
dude,
what I'm
before
doing.
when we were younger, there was a pause on video games. They took away the pause, and so now when you ask your kid to do something, you're interrupting his time with his friends,
Yeah.
and they can't pause it. So if they're always seem to be in the middle of a game, though.
Yeah.
No matter when you ask them, they're in the middle of a game.
Yeah. Bedtime at
And
at
then
my
no
house.
kids are outside.
Can I finish this game? No.
Unless there's a hurricane. Then it's like the 50s again.
Yeah.
See, socialization and win the money. That's it.
Yeah, my
Dude.
kids are-
That's it, PK.
Guys, y'all have anything else that you need from us?
Oh, Kaiser.
Hey, let me just touch on one more thing. So we talked about all the big things today. There's been a lot of complaints, and they've been justified about our lack of attention to detail in posting on social media.
Right.
I think we got buffer today. I think we have a plan in place now where we're going to start executing these. We're just going to grind it out one day during the week in the beginning of a month. Have all the posts. There'll probably be some kind of inspirational post. We're going to start running promos a lot more now on Gleam. We're going to, just activity. And, now that Taya's on board, we'll start running promotions to her base, just introducing them to the brand and introducing them to us through contests and promotions. And then we're going to start posting more. We have buffer. We're getting all that integrated. And so we'll schedule it out, especially on the weekends. It seems like, for whatever reason, we get a lot of complaints on the weekends about not having things posted. And listen, we have all these big things we're working on. And one of our big wallet holders said, listen, this is all fine and dandy, but this little stuff keeps our name in front of people. And so I think we got it worked out. It'll be straight by this week. Corneliu, one of our great wallet holders, dude, that has just been involved from day one, pretty much. We're getting him the information today as soon as we get off of this call to get a media kit done, and we're going to start pushing that out to all the media companies around the world. Basically, we'll have it translated into several different versions. So there's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes, and we're going to try to do a much better job on the little stuff, man. It's just when you're playing whack-a-mole, you whack the mole that's the most pressing. And right now, getting these big projects down the road, they're very complicated. It's just taking a lot of our attention. No excuse. We're going to get it straight.
Yeah, a bit more slow run this past week has been a killer. They should divulge when they'll fix that nonsense. So I got a few alerts from Bitmart that they're stopping deposits on all BEP20 tokens. I think for 24, something like that. They're fixing something. There's an issue with them, but they'll be back up and going allegedly very soon.
Alex is on a plane right now. He was tuned in on Facebook from the plane. He said that, man, Alex was, I don't know where he was, but it had some cool,
Colorado.
I think he hiked some huge mountain. I forgot how many feet it was.
Part of it was like a rock climb if you saw the pictures.
Yeah. So Alex you can tell when Alex isn't here because he really pushes, man. So it's good to have him back. He's on a plane and he'll be back in the mix tomorrow, hopefully.
Yeah, so the actual inspirational photos and stuff, because it's 3 to 5 pictures a day, we could definitely use some assistance with that with the group too.
If you guys they can just go post them in the Telegram channel. Any kind of inspirational military pictures or things that you think fit with what we're doing, just go grab them and post them in the Telegram channel. We'll put them in a library and we'll have them to use because it's typically going to be one promotional post and maybe one. Just to stay in front of people, one of those a day.
Yeah, promotional post a day. Promos, $100, share, like, subscribe. High five me, whatever. We'll do a promotion. First person to give me a high five gets $100 in mil. Something like that.
Yeah, we quit doing a lot of that stuff just because it wasn't converting to to wallet holders. But you know what? The activity, I think maybe it doesn't convert right away, and so we're just going to look at it for the long term.
Yeah. So the more eyeballs that we get in our social platforms when we do release the social staking and stuff like that, we'll have the eyeballs for it. So
one thing you guys can do is that if you're in this channel and you have friends that are there, please, let them know. We can send you can go grab the link off the website to the Digitfinex donation wallet and spread this around to all the wallet holders, because there's not a lot of people that, there was today almost 50 people at its max on this thing. And there's not that many people in the Telegram channel. So not a lot of people are getting the message. So if you guys can share it around to everyone that bought Mill, we're exploring this airdrop NFT thing so we can get in front of people, because we want to try to get this funded as soon as possible.
yeah, if everyone chips in $10 will be good. All right, cool. So next time we do an AMA, I need more of you guys to divulge some conspiracy theories. So I'm gonna start asking you guys some crazy conspiracy theories. I can hear this shit. I love it.
All right, one last chance about anybody coming live. I really want somebody to come up here live just because I want to see how it goes.
Yeah. So what they'll do is they'll pop in here, and then I can add them.
Okay.
So I do like this. So all right, guys. Well, we're gonna skedaddle. We're not gonna do a video update today, but we'll do one tomorrow. We'll do a 30-second minute. We'll do that daily update. Divulge. That's our thing, dude. Yeah, we need
Sorry for calling it out.
no, it's cool. So
after 3 times I had to know.
we're gonna
The word of the day is divulge.
The word of the day is divulge. We're gonna need some Mill logos with divulge underneath it, and that's just gonna be our inside joke.
Oh, Jesus. All right, Cutler. I knew when you started talking about the frog, you were going to stay invisible.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cornelius said he eats the frog.
Cornelia eats a frog, man. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's been real. It's been fun. We should probably do a podcast every day just for the shits and giggles of it, man. It was fun for me.
Let's see. I mean, you guys, if we came on live just every day at the end of the day, you guys, would that be good, or you don't have enough time to waste on all this stuff?
I mean, if you guys just talk conspiracy theories, I could talk this shit all night.
Yeah. All right.
Cool. All right, guys.
All right, Mill team.
Peace.